In Fruit Loop, he Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the Freakoff in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Hands up, teacups were supposed to fly. We serve drama with style. A significant narrative twist has emerged on the internet because, as per Jaguar, Nicki Minaj is a legendary figure who was responsible for the release of the Meek Mill and Diddy film. It is said that Minaj shared the video in retaliation for Meek Mill subjecting her to DV. As per Jaguar, it was 8 years ago, correct? Nicki has been extremely resentful of Meek Mill for how he treated her, and it has been said that she hired the bodyguard to pose as the person who released the unpolished tape. Ilra essentially verified the rumors of a possible gay liaison between Diddy and Meek in his lawsuit, where he claimed Diddy had taken Meek Mill to Pound Town. As soon as the clip featuring Diddy and Meek Mill, a shashmagesh, appeared on social media, everyone was shocked. They desired to make up with Nicki for being the villain. Some is going to get nasty, so you guys better settle in for some drama.
Right. But do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay.
After 8 long and arduous years, it appears that Miss Nicki Minaj has finally got her revenge on Meek Mill. According to Jaguar Wright, Nicki is allegedly responsible for the leak of that messy Freakoff soundbite of Meek Mill, bending it all the way over for Diddy. This whole mess is connected to Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy, in which he accused Diddy of engaging in inappropriate activities and having intimate relationships with some well-known men in the industry, including Meek Mill and Usher. The court document states that Mr. Combs told Mr. Jones that he had had sex with rapper Redacted, R&B singer Redacted, and Stevie J. If Mr. Jones indulged in gay behavior, Mr. Combs pledged to ensure that he wins Producer of the Year at the Grammy Awards. I don't know why CBJ's name wasn't redacted, but in the footnote he wrote, "Rapper is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj singer, performed at the Super Bowl, and had a successful Vegas residency." So when people saw these clues, they knew right away who the R&B singer was, Usher, of course, because he was on the sidelines at the Super Bowl and had just finished up his lucrative residency in Vegas. And as for the rapper bid, well, that was a no-brainer, too. Wee Millie, the Philly native who had dated Minaj. He was the only name that fit. However, when the news of this lawsuit went viral, it was like a bomb went off in cyberspace, and Mill was extra hard-roasted as usual. Persona is undoubtedly strange, but it turns out that he has been lying to Diddy in private. People, please come out in the closet and be honest about your experiences. The internet was quick to expose him for what he has been doing. Naturally, Meek was unable to withstand the intense heat. He went on a social media rampage as soon as he realized what was happening. Not a single flash, and all of them are sobbing. Obscene in a typical deflection, the play is about people seeking to bring down a successful black guy. He then went on a tirade, screaming things like, "I would trash any celebrity if they tried to wild move on me. No pictures literally go crazy on them, that is all. Live in your truths, sir. Nobody cares if you're homosexual. Philadelphia is where I'm from, and all of my ninjas keep an eye on me in this crazy profession." He also claimed that the lawsuit had been edited to make him appear gay, claiming that every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem gay. For our people, I amend the laws. I make millions of donations. They want to demolish the reputation of African American leaders. It's not going to work with me, even if you have to murder me extremely bad, and I will continue to grow after I die. But come on, it's absurd how people can change court records or lawsuits to make you look gay. However, he didn't stop there. Naturally, he carried on with his tirade by adding, "I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not into weird Molly or coke. I'm so fat that no guy or anything would ever approach me for gay behavior, and the place doesn't get flipped. In fact, no one will even give me a coke. I saw this in every blood as I woke up, as if they anticipated my arrival. He said, I always come around all these dry nines with my real friends because of that. I'm never found by myself with industry people. My dog will always come into the room when you try to hold a combo. That has always been the case. When I had a girl nearby, he went on. Twice a day, I F on her. Consult a few of your preferred people. It's like a high one love homosexual folks, but that juicy P does it for E. He doesn't control me. You guys seem strange here, like devils, but I didn't run red lights to obtain that impression, sir. When are you going to give up on Meek Mill? Now it's simply plain clear. I mean, really, Meek Mill was doing way too much. Either he didn't have a PR team, or they were all asleep, because all he needed to do was be quiet and shut up. But instead, he's over here flapping his gums. Lil Rod didn't even mention him by name, and unlike Stevie J, his name wasn't even in the lawsuit, but even so, the description pretty much pointed directly at him. So by going on that rant, he essentially dug himself a deeper hole. Look at Usher, who has been chilling big and not feeding into any of that drama, despite the fact that everyone knows it was definitely about him. Remember how Meek swore repeatedly that he had never been alum in the industry without his squad? He's been busy spending a lot of private time with Diddy, so it turns out it was a lie.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Me not that booty bending over like that, letting the water wash away them sins the way that he was lounging by the pool definitely had fans and eyebrows raised for real. Lee looked like he had been to Pound Town with Diddy trying to play it cool or something, but hold on, did Diddy really call him daddy too? Diddy, too many grown men calling each other daddy is giving sus, but like I said, live in your truth, but then there's Diddy talking about Meek putting in the work and deserving to chill. Diddy, what kind of work were y'all doing, Diddy? Cause definitely wouldn't have been no studio sessions out there on the waterfront, so what were y'all getting into? And here's the kicker. Meek might have spilled the tea about himself in a song. The song's lyrics, which alluded to doing a little something with Diddy about letting out your own dirty laundry, were almost an appeal for forgiveness. When Diddy's former bodyguard, not Jin Deal, dropped an audio bombshell about me getting close to Diddy, well, things took a bad turn. Let me tell you, it's nuts. I'm still trying to get that clip out of my brain, so you best locate it on your own. I'm not playing it. It was so horrible that I pretended it never happened, and people were so upset about it that it became viral on social media. The former bodyguard revealed that he captured it during one of Diddy's parties, when it seems Diddy tampered with the champagne. He said that while everyone else went out from the drink, Diddy and I did not. Indeed,
talking about expensive pain
Now,
in his ass.
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Me.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the Freakoff in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit with Meek.
Oh,
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why
Jaguar
not?
is rightfully calling BS on all of that, saying that Nicki Minaj actually released the tape and did so in retaliation for my criticism. If you're asking why Nicki Minaj would want to harm Meek M in that way, it's because their relationship wasn't exactly harmonious and, according on Nicki, he may have touched her while they were dating a few years back. Then Nicki released a preview for her next HBO Max documentary series Queen, which is expected to be rather fascinating. Despite the briefness of the video, it was evident that Nicki picked the clip for its profound meaning, showcasing a part of herself that is rarely seen.
My mother would let my father be violent with her, and she always brings up the story. As a little girl, I would stand in front of my mother and go like this, and I vowed. Maybe some people would describe me as abrasive or bitchy or whatever, because I vowed from that age no man would ever abuse me, call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden, that was my life.
You could see she was feeling quite emotional, you guys. She delved into a section of her past and narrative that she was obviously uncomfortable revisiting. The bit about a man who hurt her and her failure to provide a clue when it all went down had many wondering. Who was it then, Nicki? But this is where things got insane. She didn't identify anyone or make any direct calls. The kicker is that shortly after Nicki teases the documentary series, Meek serves her up with a cease and desist letter that essentially says, "Keep my name out of your mouth." Before I got involved, Nicki had been employed at Safari Samuels for a whole 14 years. She dated Nas for approximately a year following their breakup. So really, any one of those three guys might have been the cause of their breakup. But guess who's the only one being all lawyered up and defensive? It was me, as you guessed. Me, since he was the only person Nicki had access to who had such a strong reaction to the post, people began to speculate that he might be the person Nicki was referring to. Soon after, old videos of them resurfaced, including this one in which he was obviously being mean to Nicki in public. She looked kind of scared. He basically shot himself in the foot by doing that. When Meek said something to her, she instantly looked down and clearly felt terrible. This added to the rumors that Meek was aggressive towards Nicki. If you were paying attention, you would also have noticed that Nicki had been trying to spill her teeth for a while but was afraid to come out and say it because she didn't want to be the one to expose him. Fans have expressed a wide range of emotions on Mr. Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj in their remarks, with many stating that it is clear when someone is guilty if they are as hesitant as Meek. Glad she disclosed it. Justification for his treatment of her and his connection to Remy Ma, who provided her with facts to include on a disc about Nicki. On a live broadcast, Meek's former closest buddy, Dean, revealed how badly Meek occasionally treated Nicki, which is why Nicki advised not to give up on Meek when he was put in jail. He may have been intentionally dropping that soap at this point, but what are your thoughts on this? Is it conceivable that Nicki would have released a video in that manner? How on earth did she ever manage to obtain it?